We are going to discuss about Anarita Karîmî. Anarita Karîmî was a Meru political giant. If you know about Mwangaza Kawera, it reminds one of Anarita Karîmî, Meru female political giants, political lioness. Now, before we continue, Karîmî in Bantu means a farmer. Kawera means a hard worker, mtu ya kazi. So Anarita Karîmî, she was a farmer. Okay, literally what I mean, where the name originates. And Mwangaza is Kawera, mtu ya kazi, mchapa kazi. Karîmî ni mkulima. But those are the literal meanings of their names. It is not that those are nicknames. No. It is just that those are their names. Anarita Karîmî was famous in 1974. In 2024, the same place, that is 50 years later, in the same area, we have another lioness, Kawera Mwangaza. So we all know about Kawera Mwangaza, or even if we don't know about her, today we are concentrating on Anarita Karîmî. Anarita Karîmî resigned from teaching. She was a secondary school teacher twice. She resigned from teaching twice to contest a parliamentary seat. The first time she resigned was in 1974, where she was the head teacher of St. Mary's Girls Secondary School in Igoji in Meru. She was the head teacher. Nowadays, I hear head teachers in secondary schools are called principal. So if you use today's language, she was the principal of St. Mary's Igoji Secondary School in 1974. At the age of 34, which means that she was born in 1940, the same age as my biological mother. So when she was 34 years old, she was already a head teacher in a secondary school. Can it happen today? Maybe a private school. Or maybe if you have a master's degree, then you do. But at 34, nowadays, anybody in Kenya being a head teacher in a secondary school or a principal in school, it's a bit hard. So in 1974, the area MP used to be called Kareten Tobijiwe. Kareten Tobijiwe was the second most powerful Meru leader. The most powerful Meru leader was the king of Meru, Angaine, Jackson Harvester Angaine. So the second toughest person was Kareten Tobijiwe. Now, she was not happy about him being the MP, so she contested. And she was one lady among, confronting 6 men. She was the head teacher of that place, what I said, the St. Mary's Secondary, and she was teaching 3 subjects. She was teaching English, she was teaching history, and she was teaching CRE, plus being, of course, the principal. Now, when she was teaching as the principal and teaching those three subjects, she resigned from the teaching profession and contested the constituency, the MPship. She came out a poor fourth, and Karebe Ntombijiwe won the seat. So she went back to teaching, and she was rehired as an ordinary teacher. So she was rehired as an ordinary teacher. But in that 1 year, 1974 and 1975, there was somebody else, but not her. Somebody else went to the court, to the High Court, to contest the election. And when they contested the election, that year, 1974, the Mtombijiwe's group had done oathing openly. They used to carry ships and whatever and do the oathing openly in public. So when they were doing the oathing in public, whoever appealed the case said that he committed an election offense of making an oath. She was called to give evidence in her capacity as a candidate, a losing candidate. She gave evidence, and when she gave, when elections were over, she became broke because she had lost her position as the head as head teacher. The only thing that she had was a vehicle, and the vehicle was broken down because she went throughout the constituency. Those days, constituencies were not what the constituencies are today. If you look at any constituency in 1974 and you look at it today, you'll find several constituencies were subdivided from that. So her going around, she lost a lot of money. Her only vehicle was run down. But she was lucky that the position in teaching were less, so she was rehired. But then when there was this appeal about the election, and Mbijiwe was found to have committed an election offense of oathing, there was a by-election in 1975. In 1975, she contested the seat again, and when she contested the seat, she won the seat in a by-election, where she floored four male contestants, and became the MP. When she joined parliament, she was one of those very harsh politicians. If you can remember Philomen Chelagat, whom I've already recorded, and so on and so on. She used to keep the government on its toe. She used to keep the government on its toe over corruption and other activities. When she did that, she was marked. She was marked, and people went back to the school where she was as the head teacher. That is St. Mary's Girls High Secondary School in Igoji. And she was found, there was an audit problem, and 56,510 and 40 cents could not be traced. There's a month recently I got from YouTube only, I got an amount of around that figure in 1 month. Now, in those days, 56,510 and 40 cents was a lot of money. Remember, a member of parliament used to earn 3,000 shillings. So she was convicted on misappropriation of funds and jailed for 2 years. Now, did she misappropriate or not? I do not know. But what I know is that those days, everybody used to misappropriate everything. And in fact, even members of parliament would used to cheat on the mileage, and the special branch knew. You still they know. They just keep quiet, because if they take action, they'll not have something to follow you up when you misbehave. And when I say misbehave, that is in inverted commas. So she whether she stole or not, I don't know, but it was appropriately used to come. That was in 1978. That is when it was discovered. Now discovered in inverted commas, if you can say that. So she was jailed for 2 years. 1978, she was jailed for 2 years, and if you look at the 2 years, it is well calculated, because if she's jailed in 1978, she'll come out of jail in 1980, and then she'll have also lost her chance in. Should have also lost her chance to contest in 1979. She appealed. Those days we did not have court of appeal. We did not have Supreme Court. We only had up to court of appeal. So that when the general election of 1979 came, the proceeding was still on. But even after, so in parliamentary terms, she served the whole term. Served the whole term, because the seat was not declared vacant until the general election of 1979. But even after that, the court of appeal, she lost the court of appeal case and was jailed in Langata for 2 years. Now, this reminded me when I remembered the issue of Kawera Mwangaza. Meru women are very tough women. Thank you.